not a champion no more? No! 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 AJ! I did! Hey, what's up, y'all? Back at it, the 187, back at it again. Um, had to do a little funny reel right there, Daniel Bryant, which kind of gets me to the topic. Talk about Wrestlemania highlights, talk about TNA, talk about the future of wrestling, where it's holding. You know, hey, congratulations to everybody that won at Wrestlemania. CM Punk, Sheamus winning the title, Big Show winning the Intercontinental title. Who else? Kane. I think Kane won against Orton, which I was surprised, but hey, it's all good. Um, Team Laurinaitis. That means another black man is leaving WWE. You know, just everybody else who were, of course, The Rock. Congratulations to The Rock beating John Cena, which a lot of people not surprised at that because, you know, Rock, hometown. You really think he was going to lose in his hometown? Come on now. But altogether, you know, nice. Very nice. Next year it's going to be in New York. I want to try to go there, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how the funds is going to be around that time. Hopefully, I was saying this at the same time last year, and I didn't get a chance to go this year. So we'll see. You know, New York is going to be in New York. So, but to the meantime, my goal, want to try to go to Raw on the 23rd. Try to go there. I don't care what the hell I see. If I can see the nosebleeds, I don't give a damn. As long as I get me a damn shirt. You know what I'm saying? So, but the whole WrestleMania was nice. It was real nice. The pay-per-views nowadays, you don't really. I don't see anybody really paying for pay-per-views because not only are you going to find the results that same night, but you're going to find it the next day on Raw anyway. So it's like, what's the point of spending that much money and you're going to find out who won anyway? But I know you just want to see the special events and stuff like that. That's feel the same way about boxing. I don't know why people pay that much for boxing and you're going to find out the same day, you know, on ESPN. So, you know, I don't understand that, but true wrestling fans do that. I used to do that like 10, 15 years ago. But I don't do it no more because you find out who the winner going to be anyway. So it's cool. But some things in WWE is cool. You know, of course, they got to have the token brother, Otunga, the token black man. You know, they got to have a special image for black wrestlers for some reason. They playing Ezekiel Jackson to the left. I ain't surprised. Kofi Kingston is okay, but you know, yeah, do what you gotta do. But it's a lot more blacks in WWE than I can say than TNA. Cause TNA right now they have no black female wrestlers. I want to say they only have maybe two black male wrestlers. One is Devon and the other one is the Pope. I think Devon is the TV champ. And, you know, the Pope, but you ain't really seen him wrestle that much. So, I don't know. It seems like, you know, some of these places are a little biased around black wrestlers, but then at the same time, you don't see too many blacks wrestling anyway. So that really comes to a point because there's a book I seen at the library and I read it. It says like all the black wrestlers from The Rock, Rocky Johnson, uh, Coco Beware, Bad News Brown, just everybody, just every black wrestler you can think of. But there's more blacks in WWE than it is TNA. Now, TNA is it's to me. I watch TNA a lot more because their matches are more exciting. But of course, you got to tune in to WWE. But a lot of times, because I DVR the shows, but I gotta mostly DVR fast forward when I watch WWE because a lot of these matches are kind of boring. They have um these NXT and these NXT guys, and that's just you know that's just for the whack up and comers or the newcomers. But most of those are kind of whack, and even the black wrestlers is kind of whack. The Percy Watsons and the Titus O'Neills, they making them so whack. It's like, what's the point? And basically all they doing on the Superstar and NXT or whatever, they basically giving them the only time they gonna really wrestle is to wrestle Brodus Clay. That's like, okay, we gonna have you fighting this dude, and you gonna be in there for like 2 minutes, and that's it. Let them just whip your ass for just a couple of minutes. But they using so many people as heels, and the Brodus Clay thing is cool, but after a while, people gonna get tired of that. Just like how, just like how people getting tired of John Cena. When he first came out, did the raps and stuff like that, it was cool. The raps was cool. But now it's just like the Rise Above Hate. I like the Rise Above Hate shirt. Few of his shirts is cool, but it's kind of like how the good teams like the Yankees and all these other, when they win so much, a lot of people gonna hate them, and that's how John Cena is. But being that he lost to The Rock, that's I'm starting to wonder how he really gonna feel, afterwards that, cause I don't know, but he'll come back. He's still gonna be the man. Like in a few more months, he probably gonna be champion again. So he'll be alright. Orton, Randy Orton, they kind of playing him to the left. I was shocked that he even went to SmackDown in the first place, but he's pretty much the man on SmackDown. That's like the face on SmackDown. Even though with SmackDown, they don't, it was starting to get a little bit more exciting with Daniel Bryan as the champ. But now that he's not the champ, I want to see like how things go now. Because I know they're going to have some kind of drafting going on, and all the main eventers is with Raw, and then all the, we're going to throw everybody else on SmackDown. But they did the whole Super Show thing, and they needed to, because you can't have all the primetime players on Raw and then all of the rest with SmackDown. That's like, what's the point? That's like, what the hell is the point? Like, come on now. And then you're going to have people not want to go to SmackDown. You're going to want them to come to Raw. Like, why should I pay for SmackDown when they got everybody else on Raw? Like, what's the point? So, you know what I'm saying? But, and let me go back to the TNA. I like TNA. They actually have good female wrestlers that somewhat can wrestle, way better than WWE. But that's what happens. A lot more exciting, and they actually have a women's tag team championship in TNA. So a lot of their titles are sweet too. So a few of their titles are sweet. So but it's just, how do you have? This is what fucks me up. How do you have a male and a female as a tag team knockout champion? shit's kind of weird, man. This shit is weird. You got a dude that take off his trunks and sometimes wear the thong. I remember they had, and I know he's not with TNA anymore. They had Orlando Jordan, a black wrestler, but they had him playing a gay type role, man, like a real feminine role. Had like the colors and these weird ass colors and rubbing down other wrestlers, and I'm thinking like, you fucking serious, man? What kind of shit is this? And then, I know the motherfuckers is odd, but my God, man, come on. But hey, I like TNA. They make good shirts. WWE is kind of falling off. You know, the young talent is a little whack. The talent is better on TNA. The young talent, these X Division cats is amazing. The Austin Aries, the Sema Ions, the Jesse Sorensen, the Kid Cashes, the man, who else? The Kazarians, all these guys is just amazing. It's kind of like the cruiserweight division, how it was in WCW. Pretty much TNA is pretty much WCW now. So everything is cool. They're getting all the primetime players and stuff. Now let me get to the Hall of Fame real quick. Now this a few things that really stick to my mind. Number one, this is one thing that stick to my mind. Mike Tyson is getting honored in a wrestling Hall of Fame. He's not a wrestler, so how is he getting all this praise? This guy is getting elected into wrestling Hall of Fame before he even getting to the boxing Hall of Fame. What's up with that? I don't understand it. Please tell me I don't know. And another thing that gets me too, and not a lot of people are speaking this, but with the Four Horsemen, with Ric Flair getting honored in the Hall of Fame, Wrestling Hall of Fame, whatever, and it's presented by WWE, but he's in TNA, so how in the hell is that gonna work out? I mean, is he gonna be there, or all the Horsemen? I mean, they all gotta be there. I mean, I'd be surprised, but I don't know how is that gonna work. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Speaking on that, there is another organization called Ring of Honor, but I haven't got a chance to really see that because where I am, it doesn't come on the station. It's like it comes on Flint, but Flint is like an hour away from Detroit. So that's the only place, like Flint and Grand Rapids are the only cities in Michigan that can play that, because they don't play it in Detroit. Why, I still don't understand. But, it is what it is. But, it's crazy. But, I mean, I really want to see that, because I've seen, I think there's a guy on there, I think they kind of compare him to Benoit. I think his name is Roderick Strong or something like that. But they got Jay Lethal there, the guy who used to be in TNA that did all the Macho Man routines, who I thought was funny as hell. But he's there. I think he's a TV champ there, I think. But TNA kind of played him to the left, and I think Shelton Benjamin is there too. Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas and a few other people. That's actually where Daniel Bryant was before he was with WWE. A lot of people came from Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, AJ Styles. Man, a lot of people came from there. So You know, I want to watch that, but I have to watch I have to watch it on YouTube and catch up to it on YouTube and the websites. But I hear that's a real good organization. I just got to get a chance to look at it. But again, WWE, they gotta step their game up because TNA and all these other organizations is stepping up on the matches. I mean, you know, TNA will have, you know, these cage matches. The TNA did something that WWE never done before, and I seen this. I've never seen uh, a steel cage female fight, a female match. TNA did that. I'm trying to think who was it. I think it was Mickey James and Tara. I think that was the match. But I've never seen that before. Like some of the matches, you like, wow, I haven't seen that. But I've never seen a female cage match before. It was, and the match was good. The match was good. Um, that's why I got big ups for TNA. I went to a TNA event a few years ago. I think it was called Slammiversary. Had it down in Detroit. Had it at the Palace. Our seats was kind of high. Seats was high, but then they upgraded our seats because it wasn't. I guess they didn't expect the. I guess they kind of thought it was going to be more people that was going to come, but they had a lot more vacant seats that they thought. So they kind of moved us a little closer. And I'm thinking like, damn, we almost to the ring and shit. We pay like $8 for this shit. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So it was probably one of the best experiences I've had, other than the Wrestlemania that I went to. Now, those are some highlights. Those two are good highlights for me because ain't nothing. There's nothing better than seeing a sporting event live. It is unbelievable. You have to see a sporting event live, especially a wrestling event. Some people like going real close to see it. Some people like with me, I don't care where I'm at. Long as I'm there, I can see it. I mean, I want to get a shirt, of course, but long as, you know, I don't care where I'm at. I just go just to go. You know what I'm saying? But some people like, you know, to be closer so they can see the action. So, because my brother is like that. He want to be close to the action. He don't like being in between or up real high and stuff because, you know, with some people they're afraid of heights. So they want to sit as close as they want to. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But you know, right now, you know, the state of wrestling, the future of wrestling, right now, it's not the same as the Attitude Eras and the WCW eras because I don't think it's ever gonna come to a point where it's gonna be that kind of level with Rock and Stone Cold and Jericho and the upcoming Randy Orton, the upcoming, you know, Cena coming out, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, the Booker T, all those in WCW. You know, it was Hogan, it was Sting, it was Ric Flair, it was my God, it was, you know, Big Show, well, he was a giant back then. You know, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, man, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, all these guys. Do I think it's ever going to be to that point? I don't know. I don't know. But if I were to say the state of it now, it has to get more exciting. There have to be a better constellation of matches. And they have to have some extreme stuff. Now that's one thing I miss. I really miss ECW. ECW, with every match, they had an extreme kind of match. You could use tables, chairs, ladders, all that. All that. We could use that in every match. You know what I'm saying? I remember back then with WWE, when it was WWF or whatever back in, and they had matches. They had a match called Table, Ladders, and Chairs with Edge and Christian, the Dudleys and the Hardys. That was probably, to me, one of the best rivalry matches I've ever seen and ever in wrestling. I don't think you ever gonna see any battles like that. I mean, they put their hearts on the line, and you're not gonna see too many matches like that because a lot of wrestlers don't want to do that. Remember back in the day they had barbed wire matches, monsters ball, thumbtacks, cage matches, cheers matches. Used to fight in the back for matches, boiler room matches. You used to have matches like that, but now you're not going to have that because you don't have the kind of wrestlers that wants to put everything on the line. They like, no, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, I can't do this, can't do that. No. And the state of wrestling. Like back then, like you can put a cheese grater and put it through somebody's head. Now you can't do that because you will get sued for doing something like that. I remember a crazy guy, New Jack, was crazy as hell. Threw a guy off the balcony into the ring and damn near killed him. I mean, the guy was insane. He didn't have no care for his body, anything like that. And like, if y'all don't believe me, go to YouTube, type in New Jack ECW, or dude saying his interviews. The dude is out of his mind, but I like him because, of course, he was a black wrestler, but he just didn't give a fuck. So that was his thing. But you don't have matches like that anymore. You don't have the extreme type matches. In Japan, they do that all the time. They have like these little, I don't know what you call it. It's these long light bulbs, these long white light bulbs. I can't remember what you call them. But in Japan, they actually have matches where they use those kind of long bulbs and they use it against each other. You know what I'm saying? They have barbed wire matches. You used to have the ECWs back then with the Rob Van Dams, the Sabus, the Tommy Dreamers, the Sandmans, the Mikey Ripwreck, the Mike Awesomes, the Tazes, the Franchise, the Chris Jerichos, Chris Benoits, Spike Dudley, Dudley Boys. Man, don't get me started on this, man. I'm gonna get my wrestling on. But, because I remember back in the day, I used to tune in every Saturday. I used to tune in every Saturday morning. Used to watch wrestling. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, and everybody else was doing that. I remember they did a Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. I think was crazy because I think they showed that like right after Pee Wee Herman, which was funny. It's crazy, but it was like right after Pee Wee Herman, and then they showed it again on Saturday nights. So it's not the same. I mean, I remember with WCW, they used to come on around the same time. They had Raw coming on at 9, then they had Nitro at an hour early, so they kept competing. So then you had Thunder on WCW. Then you had SmackDown on WWE. Then you had Saturday Night's Main Event. Then you had Heat with WWE, it's like it was always a competitive thing. But in the long run, Vince McMahon did his thing and brought out everybody. And it kind of fucked up the whole thing, but you can't really blame Vince too much because he did his thing. But, with all the stuff, and then, a lot of these wrestlers then came up, died, and committed suicide and stuff like that, which I have no respect for, especially for Chris Benoit, who I had a lot of respect for, but what he did was just messed up. The Von Erichs, the Mike Awesomes committed suicide themselves. Was very talented, committed suicide on themselves. All these guys, people taking painkillers and drugs, taking drugs and overdosing on them, and it's just you just have to be, and the steroids too is a big issue. And plus with the state of wrestling too, a lot of people, some wrestlers are leaving and going to MMA. Now MMA, they try like, well, that's the real fighting. That's true. MMA is real fighting. Because I watch UFC, MMA, Strikeforce, everything. I like the Rampage Jacksons, the Bones Joneses, and it's just more of a I like it because they do fight in the cage. They get paid. I notice a lot of women like UFC because I've heard a lot of them go to their events, and it's surprising. I was actually surprised at that. I was actually really surprised. Like they really like it. Because I've heard they go to a lot of those places. I wanted to go to the one down here. They actually had it right down here. I think they had was it BJ Penn and Matt Hughes, and I think the featured bout was Rampage Jackson against Lyoto Machida. But I didn't get a chance to go because I didn't have enough money to go, and it happens sometimes. But hey, will they bring it again here? UFC, I don't know. So I like UFC. I like wrestling as a whole. But right now it seems like a lot of attention is going to UFC because with having that Brock Lesnar was there, but he retired. Then they got Batista, who's a wrestler. I actually just seen a movie with Batista in it. I forgot the name of it though, but he did his thing. With some of the wrestlers doing their own thing, going to movies, Cena, Rock, Stone Cold, Edge, a few other people, they doing the whole thing with the movies, but wrestling as a whole, UFC, WWE, everything I like. We gotta support it. It's good. No matter if it's real, it's fake. Some of the stuff that it may be fake, but it's always nice to see it live in person. So it's all good. Just wanted to make this video. It was a lot longer than I thought, but when you spit at the dome, sometimes it happens. So just wanted to make this video. Shout out to everybody who in WrestleMania that won. Shout out to everybody that's looking at this video. Hope you like it. If you don't, tell me at the bottom. Until next time, man, just shout me a holler on here or on Facebook. Steve the Realest Brother franchise on Facebook. 187 New Breed YouTube. Realest Brother Ustream, and holler at me at the New Breed 187 on Twitter too. Holler at me on Twitter. If you got some topics you want me to speak on, holler at me, tell me, more likely I'm gonna talk about it. But I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, man. Peace out.